Hi guys, so this week, well, technically last week, I've had zombies on the mind, okay? So, one day I was just in my room and I was just relaxing and I was like, all of a sudden it came across my mind about zombies and cemeteries and stuff like that. And I was thinking, okay, zombie apocalypse like everyone's been bitching about forever. And, so I was like, okay, where are these zombies going to come from? First thought is the cemetery. And I was like, that's like impossible. Because, alright, any turn of the century type bodies, like, I don't know, probably anywhere from like 1950 back. Well, all those bodies are going to basically be deteriorated anyways. And pretty much there's going to be nothing left in their coffin, so they can't really come back to life and be reanimated, in a sense. And then all present bodies that are in the cemetery, first off, usually people get the bodies embalmed. It's already there, the blood's already drained out and everything, so technically I don't think they could be brought back. But also regulation nowadays, for like a while now, has been to have a vault inside the grave, lining the grave. So the only reason I know this is because when my grandfather passed away this year, and before they were putting his casket in the hole, you could see because we walked by his casket, sit down, and you could see there's a vault. There's it's concrete, and concrete is really thick, so it's got like at least a foot of wall between the dirt and where his casket would be. So there's like a foot of wall around the casket, basically. And then after the casket's in there, they put the bolt lid on top so nothing can get inside, like no animals, no water, nothing can get really in there. And plus, if the ground washes away, like somehow erosion happens, no one's going to see the casket. They'll just see a vault, and then they'll just cover it up. So, bodies cannot come out of a freaking vault. I'm pretty sure of that. Especially one that's reanimated, because I don't think they have the strength, in a sense. So, there we go. No zombies coming through cemeteries, and I'm pretty sure in like little mausoleum thingies, those are pretty sealed shut. Yeah, sealed shut. Sealed shut as well. The only places I can think where bodies may come from is the morgue, before they're shipped to the funeral home, or you can also make the argument for the funeral home, but from what I've noticed, whenever they collect a body, they immediately start the bombing on it and starting to get it ready to the next step, to the resting place. So I think anytime they get a body, they automatically start that process. So they embalm it, they get all the blood out of it, well, get the blood out and then embalm it, and then they, dress the body and all that stuff. And so on and so forth. So, and then I don't know about the cremation part, because I don't know how quickly they do that. I'd assume they could do it really quickly if they have a suit or whatever, depending on how they're doing it and all that. So that's the only place I can think where bodies would just come out of the ground, unless it's over in, like, impoverished countries, yeah. Though, I had an argument from somebody that, well, they had a point. I didn't say, not an argument, but that overseas, like in the impoverished countries, they probably don't do it the same way we do. So there's a very good possibility that the living dead, right? But and then somehow they get over here. I don't know how he explained it, but he said along those lines they somehow make their way over here. And then I made this stupid comment like they're afraid of water, which I don't know of, and they've never really stressed that in movies really, so we have no clue. So we're pretty much screwed, but I highly doubt anything's gonna happen. So yeah, I had a lot of thinking of that. I also had Black Ops 2, so I think it kind of triggered that. I think it was the night before Black Ops came out. So, Black Ops 2 is pretty awesome. Very easy game to beat, though. The zombie ones, you have 3 maps. And, basically, you have a what looks like a bus station, service station type thing. So you're in a bus station. The second one is like a city, like a little town. And the third is a farm. They're a bit annoying because the sheer fact that there's fire everywhere and you have to keep jumping over fire to get anywhere, and you can like set yourself on fire and basically, you know, it's annoying. And you don't know where all the window little barrier things are coming in at, so you kind of have to roam around. It's annoying. And it's not as easy to find the weapons as I would like it to be. Other than that, yeah, pretty decent game. And while we're on the whole trip of zombies right now, I just happened to catch my favorite movie on TV, and I actually have it on DVD. So I went back and I watched it this morning, technically. I watched it like 2 in the morning, and right now it's 4 a.m. So, by far, my favorite movie, I think it's quite romantic, but that's just me, and I'll explain why. Okay. By far, my favorite movie is Grindhouse Presents Planet Terror. It's a Robert Rodriguez film, and if anyone knows Robert Rodriguez, he owns Troublemaker Studios, which puts out the Spy Kids movies, or they did put out the Spy Kids movies. But this is by far my favorite movie ever. It's got Rose McGowan, Freddie Rodriguez, by far the best actor ever. I love him. It's not just because he's cute. Bruce Willis, Josh Brolin. Josh Brolin is awesome too. I was watching Jonah Hex like 2 weeks ago. Pretty decent. And Goonies. Who was in Goonies? That was a good movie. Yeah, a lot of good actors in this one. They got the guy from Lost in here. But yeah, that is Rose McGowan. She plays Cherry Darling. Coolest name ever. And this right here, you can't tell his cuteness, but that is Ray, or El Ray. He's like the sharpshooter. He's freaking amazing. So basically what happens in this movie is like, how to explain this? This guy here, I don't know if you can see where my finger is, but the guy, yeah, right there. The guy that played Saeed on, Lost, basically he was overseas and he was working with the other side, and there was this chemical gas. And Bruce Willis' character, this army guy, got hit right in the face. All his men got hit in the face with this horrible gas. And so, the only thing that keeps the effects of the gas from is like this other gas, which, as you can tell, he has like a little gas mask, and there's like a canister about yay long. And they keep on chunking down the air on that. But they don't know that The guy that played Saeed on Lost, the Lost guy. I don't remember his... Oh, his name in the movie is Abby. His character's name is Abby. Well, anyways, he's working on a cure, and if he can get to his lab, he can get the cure out. But anyways, because there's a bunch of survivors. Anyway, so the only reason the gas that changes them got exposed to everyone else was because Abby decided to shoot the canister in a ditch effort. So this is where it comes in with all the survivors. So Rose McGowan was a go-go dancer, and she basically was like, I'm quitting this job, blah, blah, blah. And as she's walking, she sees the caravan of the army guys, and Abby and Bruce Willis' character, which I did not catch, and then, yeah, whatever. And they basically run her off the side of the road, because she's walking. She winds up falling off the side of the road, gets a big chunk of glass shoved into her leg. And so she walks up to JT's barbecue place, the Bone Shack, if you will. She goes cleans herself up in the bathroom, and then El Rey comes in. And we find out that El Rey and Cherry Darling had a past. I believe you call, what did you call her? Palomita? Yeah. Very sexy. Anyways. So, she gets him to give her a ride back to town, into town or whatever. And, they wind up, he winds up avoiding, like, a zombie type thing. Like, they're pretty disgusting looking. Like, I don't have it on the cover. I can't show you. But if I happen to find a video, or, yeah, happen to find a picture, I will put it in, possibly, maybe. All you need to know is, like, they're basically zombies, because they, as you can tell, she loses her legs, her leg, sorry, in the accident, because they're fine after the truck rolls over. They tear her out of the car and drag her. So I like unbuckles the seatbelt, drops down, grabs his rifle that has a scope on it, a night vision scope. So it goes into the brush where they took her, and they tore off her leg, and they're like covered in blood, and I guess they were like they were gonna eat her basically. And you can see like all these abscesses on their face, like they're huge and they grow even bigger because they don't have any of the gas. And like their face is like deformed and growing because they're basically dying. It's disgusting. Well, fast forward. Ray winds up getting her through the fact that she has no leg. For the pure fact that he basically rams a table leg into the stump so she can walk to get out of the hospital. Because the hospital, they were like filled with these infected people and they were going crazy. But it was so, like, it was cool how he went in there and tried to get her. He like had like these oh god, why don't I know the name? I know the name usually. But they're like metal blades in a sense. And they're about yay long. So he had them, he put gloves on. And he goes in and like he like stabs them. And it's awesome. And there's blood splurting. Oh my god, it's amazing. Anyway. So they get out of there. They wind up going to JT's Bone Shack. They think JT's dead. He's not dead. He just shot two or three zombies that were standing outside his place. And the fact is, Cherry's wearing El Rey's jacket the whole time. And so Cherry's sitting in JT's bedroom on the edge of his little waterbed, just sitting there. And she talks to JT for a little bit, and JT walks out, and El Rey's standing in the doorway, and El Rey comes in and closes the door and sits down next to her. And he asks how her leg is. She's like, you pretty much knocked it out. It's still numb. I'm sorry, I'm like telling you the whole movie. I'm sorry. And He keeps saying over and over, "That's my jacket." I looked for it for 2 weeks. And basically, they go into this whole thing, and it's I love it. It's all about, like, let's just say they keep saying fuck over at each other. It's pretty awesome. And that just happens to be my favorite curse word. So he's like, look in the pocket. Did you ever look in the pocket? And she said, fuck no. And so he's like, look for it. Look in the pocket. Starts looking on the one side. He's like, not that one. The other. Goes in the other one. Finds a little ring box. Like a beat up red, like circular little ring box. Like that big. That like tall. It's really cute. It's beat up from like however long she's had. Like in there and all that. And there's a little ring. And the ring is engraved 2 against the world. And it's the cutest, most beautiful thing in the world. And it's the only like mushy part in the whole thing. And from there, let's just say, it's a good scene. It's like a 2-minute, 3-minute little scene where basically they're hooking up. Making love. Making babies. Whatever way you want me to say it. But it was so, it was like, And then, basically him and Cherry together for the rest of the time. And then, eventually, zombies start swarming that, and they, like, everyone else is too coward to go out, but Ellie's like, I will cover you. He's like, I never miss. I'm a sharpshooter, right? And finally, Cherry's like, I'll go. Takes the keys, starts out there. She kind of thinks for a second, oh, dumb idea. She still has a fucking table leg for a leg. So she makes it to the truck, and then it's like filmed a certain way, so it's pretty awesome. So it kind of jumps to it. They load up everybody in the truck. They get everybody in the cars and stuff like that, and they start making it to a bridge where there's like a load of zombie dudes coming across. I don't know if they're zombies, but I'm going to assume they're zombies. They're basically like zombies. Yeah, zombie infested. Yeah, okay. Because I wouldn't usually characterize them as zombies, but they are. Okay. So anyways, and that's where all those military guys that you've seen in the beginning of the film are behind them. So they wind up wiping them out. They're like, don't shoot us because we're not infected. Of course. So they wind up quarantining them. Somehow, everyone winds up knocked out. He wakes up. And from there, they wind up taking Cherry and this doctor, what was her name in it? Why can't I think of her name? I was just watching it. But she's played by Marley Shelton. So, funny enough, Quentin Tarantino's in this, which is, he's best friends with Robert Rodriguez, so. And they're in together on the Grindhouse films. So, sorry, my nose. And basically, they put them in a room, and let's just say they want to get busy. It doesn't happen. Basically, Cherry Darling winds up putting her stump leg, well, the wooden leg, into his eye, breaking it off. The other soldier guy pulls her back by her hair. Then the Marley girl, she shoots the guy that one soldier guy that pulled her back. Shoots him in the leg with a needle. I don't know what it was filled with, but she has like it's a shooter thing. I don't know. And then she winds up shooting the other guy because he starts coming near the girl. She's coming near Cherry. Shoots him in the other eye. And it's disgusting. Like, his junk is, like, dripping off. I'm sorry. It's nasty. So, anyways. Cherry's against the door. And then eventually they hear the bang, like, the guys trying to get in. So, Cherry gets up out of the way of the door. And Albury and Abby come in. And Albury scoops Cherry up to the side. scoops Cherry over to the side, puts her down on the chair, and winds up giving her a gun leg, which is it's amazing. It's freaking cool. And she does this whole speech. I don't know if I have it on here. Like, it's beautiful. I don't know if I deleted the thing off. I'm just checking. Every day I'm shuffling. Well, I must have deleted it out of my recycling bin. But he is like, you have to become what you're meant to be, blah, blah, blah. I've always believed in you. I believed in us, blah, blah, blah. It's so cute and so beautiful, and I was like, ah! So, I basically love Elroy. He's a really sweet guy. Not to mention who's sexy as hell. But, comes with 2 DVDs. That's the main disc. This was mainly with the bonus features. And sadly, Aubrey dies. And I still cannot watch that part. It makes me cry. Which is so sad. But on the special features disc, they had 10-minute film school with Robert Rodriguez, the Badass Babes and Tough Guys of Planet Terror, casting Rebels, Robert Rodriguez's son. Sickos, Bullets, and Explosions, the stunts of Planet Terror. The Friend, the Doctor, and the Real Estate Agent. And on disc 1 is the feature film. It has Planet Terror extended and unrated. Just how I like it. Feature commentary by writer and director Robert Rodriguez. Odyssey reaction track, international trailer, and poster gallery. And this is the back. That's a pretty thick gun leg, okay? Let's see if I can get it close. Pretty awesome. So yeah, by far my favorite ever, and I always get unrated. Is that strange to you guys? Because I think it's wicked awesome. Basically, the reason why it's unrated is because there's language, really gory at points, violence, nudity, sexually related scenes, so there's a lot of sexuality. So, good movie, you guys should check it out. Love it. I know this is probably a long video, I don't know. Okay. So, yeah, I had zombies on the mind lately, so, yeah. And I just thought it was funny that this had come on TV over the weekend. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, so I'm gonna go, and funny thing is, I have to say this because it's gonna bother me if I don't. My top almost looks like her top that I'm wearing right now, but except mine's longer. And mine has a, they're like clippy things. You just slide the thing in and out of the hole. That sounded wrong. And mine's longer. It like stretches most of my torso, but not all of it. But I'd love to have her outfit. I think one Halloween is going to be the outfit. I'm telling you. Alright, I'm going to go, guys. It's late. I should get some sleep. So, see you later. Okay, that was weird. Guys, be safe, be awesome. Also, leave comments, like, subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe, because that'd be freaking awesome. Also, put your would you rather or random questions in the comments below. That'd be great of you. I don't care how many you put, but that'd be great. Mwah! Bye, guys.